I don't know what keeps happening. It keeps disconnecting and reconnecting and being a pain. So whatever. Um, yeah. I mean, after giving it a bit of a quick scrub, what have we got? So is that dirt? Will we find out without me knocking everything over? Probably not. Which one is it? This one. Ugh. Yeah. I think it's just remnants of dust or whatever, just kind of misleading things a bit. Yeah. Um, Whatever. Trying to clean these off is pain in the ass, man. Um, I'm sure it'll be alright if I had some isopropyl alcohol. Just still don't have, but that should come in the post tomorrow. Um, yeah. So this is still useful-ish, this camera, but it's not great. But it is, yeah, it is useful, I guess. It's just a case of let's get these cameras moved, these lights moved around a little bit. Oops. Yeah, I'll figure it out later anyway. I'm not too bothered. I'll probably pick up another camera module like this on eBay or something. I mean, I could just, I have so much junk. I could probably find 5 of them scattered around. But I don't know if this is recording properly either because I've got some audio playing in the background and I can hear it skipping and jumping. My computer's just running terrible, which is kind of tedious. Yeah. I think what I'd like to do is just ditch this laptop, put Linux on there, get rid of Windows, and just forget that it ever existed. I just scrub the surface again in this area one more time just to see. Yeah. I don't know if it holds true. No, it doesn't. Okay. When I'd looked at this previously, I'd kind of assumed that at least some of the pads were like connected. You know, where I've torn some off, they were still connected to the same circuit via another pin or whatever. I figured it'd probably be alright, like ground and things like that, but as I'm looking now, I'm not so sure. Uh, yeah, it's not quite as obvious as I thought, but yeah. I guess it begs the question, you know, do I go one step further now? Do I, you know, do I repair, quote unquote, repair? Do I attempt to go even further than I would normally do and that is, um, you know, go one step further, as if it's sort of like data recovery or something, and see where we've got these torn off pads. But you can obviously vaguely make out that there's another, you know, that's a trace that leads somewhere else. Probably to one of these wires here. You know, do I want to try and repair it, basically, and get it working again? I honestly do not at this stage. I feel like it's something I should do, you know, a week or two from now, or a month from now, because I just want to do something more tangible, something, you know, not quite so hardcore, but like, you know, come and go, okay, I've done this thing worked, and I'm satisfied and happy with it. But I'm not afraid of having a go. I do want to have a go. But yeah, I don't have much to say about it other than that. Yeah, I don't see a problem. I could do that. Yeah, one thing I guess the difficulty is maybe, you know, in order to do that repair, I'd probably have to use, say, you know, a really low melt solder paste on all of these outer pads, you know, all of these pads, and then use, say, leaded or unleaded solder for the repairs on here to like reattach these pads and, you know, obviously scratch away some of this some of this solder mask and go straight to these fires. I'd probably have to use a higher temperature solder paste, I'd imagine, because I find it hard to imagine that if I did that modification and then I try and reflow this, I guess there's nothing stopping it erroring, you know, the contact, you know, maybe the solder will oxidize, or even I'll put solder paste under there, I suppose. I don't know. I might just go ahead and try, but I might use some. Yeah, I just thought if there's a temperature differential between, like, you know, the main thing I'll be reflowing when I try and adhere it to another microchip. Sorry, I've got Doctor Who playing in my headphones and it's distracting me. Yeah, I think that would give me a slightly better opportunity for success. So there's that aspect to it. I don't know if I'll bother. I don't know if I care that much. Yeah. Yeah. This is interesting to just look at it. I could use the microscope, I suppose, which look about a million times easier to see what I'm doing, but yeah, the microscope really is much clearer. When I say much clearer, maybe not. Let's see if I can get this camera to the, no, I can't get this camera to the lens, unfortunately. Yeah, I think this is alright. I think it's just simply the fact that I was rocking something in like this region, and then suddenly it's not really much better than the other camera, is it? You know. But as soon as this is like, you know, full screen, yeah, suddenly it becomes more practical. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Must say I quite like the fact OBS and everything else feels quite low latency. Like it's not bad. It's not bad. It's pretty good considering. Obviously the camera itself is like has pretty bad rolling shutter. and it's not great. Also, they have a low latency mode. I noticed in the camera settings for this particular thing, anyway, I think there was a... No, I think all of them have it. You can turn off the buffer. So I turned off the buffer, which did feel like it improved it slightly, but could have been in my imagination, unfortunately. Anyway, I'm waffling a load. I'm going to go back to my browser quickly, which will probably crash OBS. But, oh, actually what I could do is... Do you think there's any way I can... Yeah, I don't know. Let's put this back down here anyway. For the sake of it. Okay, so I'm going to open my browser again, but OBS probably won't like it. So let's turn off the preview, save a few cycles. Yeah, so I've got some, yeah, have a look, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I just got a solder mat, silicon mat, some really needle-nosed applicators for the solvents. I got IPA and the other thing, acetone. Jeez, I couldn't think of the name of it then. And then I got the isopropyl alcohol. I got some wipes as well, but they yeah, they're terrible for this stuff. Really, they leave strands of fabric all over everything. It's really not good. These lint-free things, though, I don't know if they're any good, but I really hope they are. And they're so cheap. You get like 300 of them for... I mean, they're only small. They're only sort of, you know, not much bigger than half of that Raspberry Pi Zero. But I need to pause this TV show because it's still made in. Had a Dalek screaming in my ear as I'm trying to talk, and it's so off-putting. Yeah, so I got some Captain Tape, got some lint-free stuff. I got one of those like crappy 3-lens camera kit things, you know, macro and telephoto or whatever. I don't know if they're useful. I just thought it'd be fun, and I had like 3 minutes left on my order to get things to arrive tomorrow, and I was like, let's just chuck that on so that I won't think about it too much. Just go for it. Yeah, it's pretty decent. Yeah, these are pretty cool too. This worked out to be just shy of £3. Lint-free wipes for nails, 300 pieces. Apparently they're absorbent remover wipes. Yeah, not much to say about them really. They do just look, they're small. Nothing that impressive really. But that sounds like it'd be perfect for what I want. Because obviously I'm sick and tired of getting lint all over things, so I'm trying to work on them. Yeah, they make a big fuss about it being like lint free and won't mess your nails up and blah blah blah. Trouble is, of course, is there's not very many ratings on this, and not much to really read. So, whatever. I'll assume it's okay for now. We'll see how it goes when I try it. I'm tired though. I got woken up abruptly. I'm very early. My phone going off this morning, so kind of worn out now. That's life, I guess. Oh, actually, there is another thing worth waffling about. It's good for my brain to think about this, I guess. Something I don't really do or care about usually. is storage and placing things in a manageable way so that I can organize all of my tools and everything else. I've always kind of just, yeah, things just clutter my desk, and it's a nuisance. So every couple of days or so, I'll then clear the area, but then I'll destroy it in a couple of hours of soldering something or whatever. Which is kind of a pain, actually. I don't like. It's a bit of a shame that that occurs. So I was looking at storage stuff on Amazon. It's very expensive. Everything was expensive, actually. Even cheap stuff was still expensive. Oh, I'm not a fan of. But I found some. I've seen some laser cut MDF drawer stroke pen storage. I don't know. It's ridiculous, actually. Like, it's crap. But I think certain aspects of it is good. So I'm gonna probably steal those ideas. I'm creating a little photo board isn't the right word, but a collage of things in my shopping list. Yeah, it's going to take a lot more to do. I think I'm going to have to think about it properly and design something a bit useful. I knocked up some stuff with cardboard, but I didn't do a very good job at it. It just isn't my skill set. My partner is amazing at that kind of thing. I really need to get some insight. I need to pick some brain and be like, hey, can you help me with this? I've already got some tips, and I've implemented some of the ideas that I got given, but again, I'm not very good at it. So yeah, but also I'm always like doing stuff here, and yeah, I'm just in the way. So it needs to be thought out properly. What's wrong with me right now? I'm just tired. Whatever. Anyway, I should really delete all these uploads anyway at some point. They're not that useful, I don't think. Or maybe set them all to unlisted. That might be what I do. Stream unlisted every time. But then I won't feel like someone could be watching, which therefore probably will stop the ADHD hack working. Interesting. What can you do? Yeah, I'm gonna go. Bye. Thanks. Bye. Bye. Thanks.